Hundreds of thousands of people in our area remain blacked out this morning. It is now day 3 since lights flickered out because of those strong storms. So here's what we know about it this morning. Allegheny County, the city of Pittsburgh, and Forest Hills all declaring a state of emergency. The death toll is at 3. The newest victim, a man from Greene County who died after a tree fell on his car. The National Weather Service says no tornadoes touched down, but straight line winds were a huge factor.
Duquesne Light is calling it an all-hands-on-deck situation while working around the clock. 400 additional crews are now arriving in the area as we speak to try to help get everybody back online. But unfortunately for some people, they're saying it could be 5 to 7 days before everybody gets their power back. Yes, you heard that right, 5 to 7 days. Now at this hour, Duquesne Light is reporting more than 130,000 customers still without power. That's down from the storm's peak, though, which was around 325,000. First Energy is working to restore power to more than 100,000 customers right now.
A part of the area hit hard by Tuesday's storm system is the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and joining us live on the phone right now is Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey. Mayor, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. And can you tell us about any progress that crews were able to make overnight?
Yes, first, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is at home, and I hope you're safe. Want to say thank you. I want to thank you to our Department of Public Works. They've done a phenomenal job through the night, and as well as our first responders. I think they did an incredible job. Also want to give a shout out to IBEW Local 29, the electricians, for the work that they're doing right now. Listen, this was an unprecedented storm. It was a storm that I've never seen in my years. And when I went out and I saw all the damage that it did, that's why we called for a declaration of emergency, because we wanted to make sure that we had every possible tool that we could use. I want to thank County Exec Sarah Admirado, as well as Governor Shapiro, for their quick response to everything. So far in real time, this is what we've been able to accomplish, and we understand that we still got more to do. But I just want to give everybody an update. You know, we've cut half the outages that people that didn't have power, they have power now. We've restored 24 of our 54 dark traffic signals. Of course, you know, we opened up our senior centers yesterday, so people with oxygen tanks or just need to charge their phone would be able to do that. And we've continued to clean up through the night and into the morning, and we've never skipped a beat with our service. Trash removal was still going on. So we've done a lot to keep city services going, as well as be able to address the emergency that's at hand.
So, Mayor, you declared a state of emergency for the city. We understand that. So what does that mean for people at home when they hear that, and what are you expecting to see from doing that?
So the state of emergency is something, after I've seen the damage, I believe that we had to do, that I had to do. One, it gives us the ability to cut the red tape. That's necessary. We don't want red tape to get in the way of serving our people. It also speeds up our response time, and it also prepares us for state and federal aid. You know, the team and I will be in constant communications with Duquesne Light's leadership. So far, we've been holding 3 full-time updates per day to prioritize power restoration, particularly for our hospitals and schools, but also for public safety and making sure that we restore power. But the main thing that the declaration of emergency do is allows us to cut the red tape so that we don't get caught up in no administrative situations, and definitely speeds up our response time and gives us the ability to prepare for state and federal aid.
Mayor, so many people still remain in the dark this morning, or they're dealing with like downed trees or whatever. What are some of the resources that those people can reach out to get some help today?
Yes, if you're experiencing anything like that, there's a couple places, and we put it up on our social media as well, and we've been making sure we get out. If you have downed trees and it's an emergency threat, the first thing I want you to do is call 911. Let me repeat that. If it's downed trees and it's an emergency threat, please call 911. That's important. Any other ones, you can call our 311, or you can reach out to us at 412. For downed trees, you can reach out to us for 412-255-2621. Let me repeat that one more time. If it's down trees and non-emergency, please reach out to our 311 or call us at 412-255-2621. If you have a power outage, if there's a power outage, Duquesne Light manages the power outage electric service. You can give them a call. You can call Duquesne Light at 888-393-7000. Again, let me repeat that. That's 888-393-7000. And we will be out again. You seen our crews out there yesterday. We got the debris out of the street. When I went over to Riverview Park and Finley Park, you know, you can jog up there again. You can drive through there. So the Department of Public Works has done a great job of getting debris off the street, and we will continue until every piece of debris and every tree is up. Now, if a tree has a down line entangled in the trees, we can't touch them immediately until Duke Light turns off that power. We're working with them to turn off that power so we can go ahead and remove the tree.
Right. Of course, we want everybody to remain safe. All right, live on the phone with us this morning, Mayor of Pittsburgh, Ed Gainey. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I want to be able to say one more thing. You know, to the children out there and to the parents that children are going to school that may be walking, if you see a down line, please don't play with it. Please don't touch it. Please leave it alone and just keep walking, because no one knows if it's live or not. If you see the barricades there blocking you from going into where a down line would be, tell your kids don't go around the barricade and just make sure that they stay safe.
Mayor Ed Gainey, thank you for your time and for that good advice.